Hey everybody, it's me, Matt from AIDIY.tech. That's the website. Obviously, I'm YouTube. I'm the AI music guy. Today, I want to talk about fair use. It's a term that comes up all the time at AI music. And specifically today, I want to talk about fair use in regard to parody songs because it's come up recently and I just want to talk about it. Cool, welcome back. So firstly, I'm the AI music guy. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not giving you advice that you can say, but you said, obviously, I want you to look this stuff up for yourself. I'm giving it as I understand it through my research. I'm hoping you'll one of my favorite things is always going to be when someone comes, that's not that. Then there's like a 45-page document how I'm wrong about something. I don't really care. Like, do it. I enjoy reading one paragraph into your stuff. But this is how I understand it. I've been looking into this quite a bit. I think most of us have heard about fair use and have a pretty good idea about it, but we'll just talk about it. So I'll tell you firstly the reason why I'm doing this. So I do a weekly live every week, Monday here in Australia, Sunday night in America, or afternoon, I think, if you're in California, and Canada has times too. And I think really, really early in the morning in Europe. And we do this fun wheel, and the songs get randomly selected, and we promote them and talk about them during the live, during whatever topic we're going on. So Zanzibar, who's known in the community, had a song, Country Roads, Nightcore track. And it played, and the comment sections are going on fire because the melody and the music sounded very much like John Denver's Country Roads. And maybe we'll play a bit of it here.
A memory in your rearview glass, your tail light swallowed by the blight. Country roads, they call your name, but nothing here is quite the same. Nightcore beats on shattered stone. You'll never find your way back home.
Cool. So you have an example. And it was like, that's going to be done. And there was arguing about, and there's particular people that are in the industry that basically think everything's illegal and you're going to get sued for everything. And they just, no matter what it is, you're going to be screwed. You're going to be in jail tomorrow. So Scott, who's a former industry music executive, not executive, but insider, I like to say, he was at Universal Music for years. He retired in 2018 from that industry, but he did deal with several known artists through his career regarding monetization. So he has hands-on a lot of that experience. And he sent me a document to go through and the way it relates to parody songs in music. So like, I don't want to keep this part really too long because I want you to understand, but without going onto it too much, even though my intro's in, but I need to give context to it, right? So like, fair use as it goes to music or with anything is not directly theft. And I know Suno themselves are claiming, they could train their models because of fair use, and it has to do with non-competing directly in the thing that you're borrowing from. And so where parody comes into place, like Zanzibar is doing Country Roads, and the music is very similar, but it's not infringing directly on John Denver's song. It operates in a different space in this case, which is comedy or parody. It's not John Denver's exact words. You're not, totally plagiarizing that song. You're borrowing from it in order to make a different statement or, something along those lines is the way that fair use is implied there. Now, there's other ways of fair use. I know I have directly used images of known people in the music industry or in the legal industry as it pertains to AI music. And I've wondered, can I legally use that person? Yes, I can use that image because I'm not mischaracterizing something that person's saying. I'm using that image as a reference to that person because I'm adding commentary on something that person said or did. And I guess music can be used in that commentary way. Cool. So that's how I want to explain, because people are throwing out the term fair use, and it was very interesting to be able to dissect it and understand exactly what it means in relation to AI music. Am I asking you to go out and make parody songs of everybody? Like, I know I'll say things here sometimes, but people will then say, okay, now I've gone out and done all that because you say so, but I'm not saying to make parody videos. I'm trying to explain to you how fair use is being used in music and AI music. Someone that is well known as parody and has been using fair use for years, since like the 80s, is Weird Al, right? So there's an example, but Weird Al tries his best to go to that person prior to order to get permission, even though technically speaking, he most of the time doesn't have to. But he has, a good relationship, and probably in his way, he does a song of Michael Jackson's Beat It, and maybe even more people will listen to Michael Jackson's Beat It, so they have an interest in it. But technically speaking, he probably doesn't necessarily have to go ahead and ask the artist in order to do that. I know with that Gangster's Paradise, I think it was Coolio that did the original version, and Coolio had said to Weird Al, no, I don't have any problem with it. And then Weird Al made his Gangster's Paradise, and then it was like a big marketing thing for Coolio to go, but I'm not in that, I'm going to hurt you now, and all that, and it just creates more marketing. And I think, there was a whole thing to do with that. Cool. Now, I thought it would be fun for Zanzibar to provide a direct example of that. So I was in a webinar in Australia with an artist, Peter Garrett, who was the lead singer for Midnight Oil, and he was talking about how AI is stealing basically culture in Australia because of music and this and that. So I thought it would be fun to ask Zanzibar to collaborate with me, provide a song for Midnight Oil's Beds Are Burning as an example of a parody song that can be used under fair use, and take a direct shot at Peter Garrett. Hang on, I'll actually do a direct shot at Peter Garrett right now. So Peter Garrett's known for his like off the wall dancing, and so he's really well known for. Look at, actually maybe we'll just do a quick thing. I have an example that I've provided previously. Like, okay, here's mine. That's Peter Garrett, and I think that's fine. That's in parody, right? Even though it's probably his exact moves. So we'll just lead out here with an example, a like-for-like example for Peter Garrett. And you know what? I'll have Peter Garrett in the thumbnail because it's fair use, because I'm specifically mentioning Peter Garrett in a context that it's adding social commentary. So there you go. That's fair use. I hope you understand. Catch my other shows, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Cool. Let's lead it out with Bots Are Learning by Zanzibar.
All right, mates. Fire up your feet. This one's about what happens when the beds start thinking for themselves. Where the servers home, the data mines are never done. Glowing screens and boiling coffee, code runs in 45 degrees. The time has come to say that's fair, to train the net, to tune our share. The time has come, a fact's a fact. The songs from code, no taking back. How can we dance when our bots are learning? How do we sleep while our clouds are churning? How can we dance when our bots are learning? How do we sleep while our clouds are churning? The time has come to say that's fair, to feed the prom now, to share our flair. Scare the kangaroos from Sydney West to Alice 2. The AI desert dreams in streams of lo-fi beats and memes and cues. The time has come to say that's fair, to train the net, to tune our share. The time has come, a fact's a fact. The code is weird, no giving back. How can we dance when our bots are learning? How do we sleep while our clouds are churning? How can we dance when our bots are learning? How do we sleep while our clouds are churning? The time has come to say that's fair, to feed the prompt now, to share our flair.